Enemy cruisers sunk.
Hello everyone, Fresh Potato back with another video. Picardie, right? Or as I call it, the Cardi P. The Cardi P. And the Cardi P or Picardie is a fun ship. And why is it a fun ship? Well, because you are rewarded when you angle the right way. And this is what the Navarin should be. Maybe I shouldn't say should. I wish the Navarin's armor was this good, right? You are rewarded for good angling. So let's take a look at the armor, right? Let's take a look at this armor, and we're going to compare the armors. Picardie, you bounce a lot of shells when you are angled, and that's one of the beauties of the game when it works, right? The beauty of the game and the strategy of the game is angling. When you are in a battleship, angling the right way. Not just a battleship, you can be in a cruiser, even a destroyer, right? But angling in a battleship is the main strategy for survivability. And the Picardie is just perfect. Perfect. It does what this says it's supposed to do, right? If your armor is this good, right? This strong, you are supposed to survive in the battle. But when it comes to the Navarin, right? And let's take a look at the Navarin's armor, right? The Navarin technically has better armor than the Picardie, but you are not rewarded with angling. Instead, you get sent to the Shadow Realm so fast it makes your head spin no matter what angle you're at. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at this. And yeah, you might say, well, the Citadel is probably above water and this and that and this and that. But okay, when you are angled, though, when you are angling in this ship, why are you still getting chunked damaged, right? The enemy is taking big chunks out of you. And this is what I just don't understand. Now, you can get technical with it and say, well, it's because of all of those secondary guns there, and you see the holes where all the secondaries are coming out of. Well, that allows shells to go in there and explode. Come on. Wargaming, now you want to get technical with it. And I heard that from the great Zarkun, right? Watching a Zarkun video because I needed answers, and he answered it, or I guess, I don't know if it was 100% the answer, but that's the answer Zarkun gave, and it made sense because, okay, yeah, the secondary guns are pointing outside of the ship like that, but I mean, seriously, I don't think that's should be a reason why the armor doesn't work. And wargaming, guys, you gotta make it make sense. That's all I want, is for someone to make it make sense. If the armor is supposed to be this good, right? Technically better than the Picardie, then I should have some kind of survivability, right? We don't have the heals, okay? We don't have the infinity damage control like everyone else, right? So you depend on angling when it comes to this ship, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work the same way it works on the Picardie. And like I said, the Picardie's armor is not as good as far as what we see there. It is not as good as the Navarin, right? Not as good as the Navarin. Look at this. But this is some very, very good armor. And the battle that I'm going to showcase is a loss. But I was able to get very high damage because of the armor, okay? Because of the survivability. Because I was being rewarded with good angling, right? The strategy, the beautiful strategy of this game when it comes to battleships. This is why I became a battleship main. And it was that angling game, right? The strategy game, the angling. If you angle the right way, you can cause a lot of damage. You can survive a long time. Keyword, survive. Survive. All right? So let's go ahead, let's set it up, and then we're going to showcase this game. And like I said, it's a loss, but It is a fight to the finish, right? I don't just go down. Kind of like what Spartan says, right? You know, we're not going to go into the night or die or whatever. Okay, that line from Independence Day, right? The movie Independence Day, a beautiful line. But we don't die quickly or just give up and just lay down and die. We go out swinging and fighting like a true battleship, right? A true battleship with the armor, angling, taking people out. We're going to take two of them out before they take us out, right? That's how you want to go down in a battleship. And that's how the Navarin should be, right? This is how the Navarin should be. But let's go ahead. I'm going to stop yapping. Let's set it up, okay? Let's set it up. First, let's go with our commander. We're going to go with the French Dewey. Of course not. You know me by now. It's never the first commander, right? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? We're going to go with Michael Letier. He is the proper commander right now for the Picardie, right? Or the Cardi P, right? He's the proper commander. His base trait gives us secondary battery shell damage. It improves that 9.5%. So that's pretty good. So our secondaries, well, they're very strong, but when you add Michael Letier, even stronger, right? Inspirations, of course, we're going to go with Hipper, and he is the secondary range commander that everyone needs as an inspiration because, well, he gives you extra range, a plus 14.25%, and secondary shell grouping, another 4.75%. Next is Haruna. She's usually right after her Hipper, right, when it comes to these secondary builds. And that's because she gives you another extra range, right? She gives you an extra 3.5 on your range, and then your dispersion is a minus 10.5. So which means she shrinks that dispersion circle, making it a little bit more accurate when it comes to your secondaries. We're going to run not one for the nuisance. We could have went here, okay, with Brawler, but Brawler takes away from the range. It does add and make your reload better, but I need range, right? Plus, it's good to have a little bit more survivability when it comes to this ship, right? When it comes to this ship. Next, of course, we're going to go with Porcupine. That adds, with our secondary range, it adds another 12%, right? Very much needed skill right here. It adds to the secondary battery shell grouping, plus 15%, and to the secondary dispersion, a minus 18%. So we're just shrinking that dispersion reticle, okay, making our shells land where they need to land, right? And here goes the key with Michael Letier, right? Properly meticulous is usually here, right? But with this commander, it's here. So you can use this trait, combine this trait, because usually when it's here, you have to choose between properly meticulous and master mechanic, I believe. But since it's here, we're going to choose that. This makes our dispersion, again, it shrinks it even more. This is what gives Michael Letier secondaries that machine gun effect, right? That accurate machine gun effect where you're just constantly nailing them with your secondaries. Your secondaries aren't flying all over the place. It's a constant barrage, right, of just secondary shells at the enemy. And this is why Michael Letier is a very, very good commander when it comes to secondary focused battleships, right? In the next slot, we're going to go with Master Mechanic. Now we don't have to decide, right? We don't have to decide properly meticulous or Master Mechanic. We don't have to make that decision. Now we can, okay, here it is. Of course, Master Mechanic. And of course, the primary deal with Master Mechanic is that it gives you an extra 2 charges, right? Repair party charges, right? So, your repair party, standard is what, 3? Well, now it's 5, right? Okay, if you get 4, now it's 6, right? You get a good amount now of repair party, and that adds on to your survivability, right? It adds on and makes your survivability even that much better. We could have went here, but you know, this also helps your survivability, but you need that repair party, right? To heal up and gain more health. This build, since this thing is all messed up and bugged, right? Before they did the update to fix this bug. I don't know if they fixed it, but since I knew, okay, that there's a bug in this thing, why not take advantage of the bug? Okay, taking advantage of will to rebuild. I don't even know or remember if I even needed this or if this even came in handy in this battle. But this is, you know, I'm just giving you the reason why I have will to rebuild. Usually, I don't run this thing because, you know, I don't play in divisions. I'm not in communication with any friends. Okay, I'm at the mercy of random people. So I don't use will to rebuild, right? I'm usually a fight fire with fire guy, right? Fight fire with fire. But like I said, since there's a bug, okay, a nasty bug, that it's ridiculous bug, I'm gonna go with will to rebuild, right? Right. Okay, so that's the commander. Let's give them Michael Letier. Let's go ahead and we're gonna add on some flags here, some boosters, shall I say. We're gonna add our couch potato flag, and with our armor, right? With our, not our armor, with our camo, we're gonna go with this. Yeah. What is this, right? During the stream, Wargaming stream, they were asked about this nonsense, right? And the answer was, well, there's people that request this type of camo, right? The basic gray camo. People are requesting it. Really? I don't buy it. You are giving us this camo because you want to sell the good stuff, right? You want to sell the colorful camos that look nice on the ships, right? You want to sell that. So you are going to give us the basic nonsense, okay? And then turn around and say it, well, yeah, because people are requesting it. Who are these people? Who are these people, right? But hey, it is what it is. That's the camo we're going to go with because that's the camo it came with, right? Oh, God. When this ship officially comes out, you think I'm going to run that camo? Of course not. And I think most people will feel the same way, right? Feel the same way. In the first slot, with our consumables, we're going to go with secondary battery mod 2. You have to have that if you are on a secondary build. This is a necessity for the secondary build, right? You have to have that. Next slot, we're going to go with steering gears mod 2. Just in case there's some torpedoes coming our way, we want to be able to maneuver around them. And I kind of like the maneuverability of the Picardie. It seems pretty good. It feels good. So I'm gonna you know, add on to it with my consumables, right? So steering gears is there. In our third slot, we're going to go with concealment system mod 1, right? We want to be concealed as much as possible, right? As much as possible. Here, I'm going to go with main battery mod 3. I could have went here for a full secondary build, but I need my guns, my main guns, to just keep a slight, you know, reload, right? Better reload, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. But the problem with this, it slows down the main battery traverse speed, which is already slow enough as it is. So this could be a problem, right? So you might want to do this maybe, but you know, me, I just need a slightly faster reload, so I'm okay with sacrificing my traverse speed. Even although this slow traverse speed does get annoying from time to time. I am aware of that, but I am choosing to ignore that. Okay, I am choosing to ignore that. So yeah, what do we have here? We can't change any of this stuff, and this is a consumable consumable that I didn't know existed until I was made aware of it I believe in a video, I think Zarkun video stream, and I never saw this. I've never seen this, and one of the people there in the stream let me know that this came with the BA Turpits, right? This was available on the BA Turpits. I never knew, guys. I never knew. I'm still learning every day. This was a surprise for me when I saw it on the Picardie. I was like, wait, what? Is this new? Looking stupid, right? But yeah, I didn't know. Now I know, right? Now I know. Okay. Give me a break, okay? Give me a break. Enhance secondary targeting 2. This is going to improve our secondary battery reload time, our secondary battery shell grouping, our secondary battery dispersion. All of that gets improved with this. This is an important skill when it comes to the Picardie. And boy, is it nasty from time to time. Especially when you can get close up. If you can get close range to like a destroyer and then you pop this thing, oh, that destroyer is sent to the Shadow Realm so fast, it makes their head spin, right? It makes their head spin. But yeah, we are ready to take this thing out. Let's check out the other specs here. Artillery, we have 305s. These guns, these are, kind of small shells for the tear, but it still stings, right? If you can catch the enemy broadside and aim it a little high towards maybe some superstructure, you can kind of get some good chunk damage, right? Our secondary range, we managed to get it to about 10.9 kilometers. That is good. And boy, are these secondaries nasty, right? Pretty nasty. We have some mediocre AA defense, and our maneuverability is, that's good enough for a battleship, right? That's good enough for a battleship. And our concealment, that's again good enough for a battleship, right? Good enough for a battleship. So again, let's take a look at that armor. Again, the Navarin's armor seems better than this, right? It seems a better armor than this thing. Strong armor, and this is what I look at, right? When it comes to me, okay, how do I need an angle in this thing? And if the armor looks like this, I expect to survive if I'm angling and doing what I need to do as far as the strategy, right? As far as the strategy. This is why the Navarin is so frustrating to play and just disappointing. And this is why I cannot let it go. Because I know you guys, hey, come on, man. All right, get over it. All right, we're in the next campaign. Get over the Navarin. Nope, I will not, right? I will not get over how disappointing the Navarin has been for me, right? A highly anticipated ship, okay, for me personally, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks, and that's because the armor is not the armor, okay, that it shows, right? It shows you some really good armor, but when you get out there in the battle, well, it's as if you're a cruiser or something. Okay, you're getting nailed left and right, right? There's even some destroyers that are just pinning you and giving you chunk damage, right? Some of those German destroyers. Oh, very, very frustrating when it comes to the Navarin. But okay. Okay, let's get to the battle. And like I said, this battle is a loss, right? I'm going to lose here. But the fact that I'm going to cross into the 200K is all due to the armor and the angling. Armor that actually works. And that is another thing you want when you are a battleship main. Good armor, accuracy. That's what we're looking for. When you angle, you're rewarded with it. Okay? You're rewarded for good angling with survivability. So yeah, let's go and let's showcase that Picardie's last stand, right? This is a last stand, so let's go. Let's do it. So here we go. We are on Estuary, the Shrunken Estuary, one of my least favorite maps. And we're starting this a little later into the battle, and that's because, well, the enemy, they decided to abandon the side and all sail towards the sea cap. we were able to line up some good broadside shots on them, but we had to make that giant U-turn to get ourselves back into the battle. By the time we were able to do that, well, my team that was at the CCAP, well, they were all wiped out. So here we go. Okay, we're starting a little late, like I said, and we're going to get ourselves back into this battle. Unfortunately, like I said, it's too late. But we're not going to just give up, right? We are going to fight till the end. And like I said, Picardie's armor is what is going to allow us to cause some significant damage to the enemy, right? We are going to be the last man standing, and we are going to put up an epic fight. So here we go. Now we are back into the mix of things, and we're going to line up these battleships. There goes a big chunk, like I said, lining up top, getting some chunk damage at the superstructure allowed us to send that Alabama straight to the Shadow Realm with a secondary killed, right? We got the close quarters expert on that. Now here goes the Plymouth. Plymouth is angled very, very nicely, but we are trying to, get some chunk damage on them. We were able to do that there, and we are letting our secondaries go to work. Here comes the Gneiss now, and I know he's coming in, and there goes the assist. But so we're going to use this island so we can reposition ourselves into a better angle towards this Gneiss now. We know we're not really afraid of Gneiss now. We know that the Gneiss now is pretty inaccurate, right, from time to time. But we're gonna put our secondary focused on him. And now here we go. We're going to turn out. We know that there's other ships coming from around this island on the other side there. So we want to be angled to all of them, right? So we're going to double and triple angle our ship towards the enemy. And here goes Picardie's armor. This is where it gets good. As you can see, we're basically full health, so we're going to take advantage of it. There goes the angle there, and look at what happened there. That Gneiss now bounced everything, right? Everything bounced, did nothing to us, and so we're able to angle again. We're going to turn in, this time trying to get most of our secondary guns on him while we wait for that other side, right? The CCAP, we're keeping an eye on it and keeping our ship angle towards it. We're using the mini-map as a guide to how our ship is angled towards that CCAP. So here we go. We're going to turn in. We're going to try to get all our guns involved on this Gneiss now. Our teammates had a good shot there, but we were able to clean it up, sending that Gneiss now straight to the Shadow Realm. Now we're at 141,000 damage. Here come the Flanders, right? Here comes the Flanders. He too have some pretty good secondaries. I don't know if he's running Michael Letaire. It doesn't look like, because we're not getting hit by those secondaries as we should be, right? You would think we would be getting hit now, but no. So we're going to line up top. That is not a good shot, but our secondaries, we're getting fires on him, and we're going to put the focus on him. Okay, we're just constantly changing our focus from ship to ship, right? Our secondary focus, right? So we're focusing him with our secondaries going all around, and now we are the last ones left, right? We're the last ones left, but like I said, we're not going to just lay down and die, right? We are going to go down with a fight, right? Go down swinging, angling our ship the right way, and look at our health, right? Survivability, right? Survivability. Here comes the salvo from the Flanders again. Bounced everything, right? Bounced everything. That's the angling we're looking for. So now we're waiting for our guns to hurry up and reload. There goes another fire. Not sure if it was on the Flanders. We're going to line them up top, and yes, we send that Flanders straight to the Shadow Realm. We are at 175,000 damage. So here goes the Veneto. Veneto is coming in. He said, hey, we need to get rid of this guy already. I'm pretty sure he's telling his teammates, what is taking so long? What is going on here? This Picardie cannot be that good. Here comes the salvo from the Veneto, and he got us pretty good because we were broadside. Why am I turning broadside? Because, hey, I'm not going to run. We don't have time to run. We need to go down fighting, right? So it's time to get a little bit more aggressive. So here we go. I'm thinking about lining up a shot on that Helena. Not sure if I should yet, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. Veneto is creeping it closer and closer. Maybe we should line up the Veneto up top, and that's what I'm going to do. We're going to line him up. There goes those shells. He gets another big hit from us. But hey, again, we have the heals. We have the heals. So we're going to use that heal. We're waiting for it to come to be available. There it is. So we're going to pop it again. We're not going to pop our secondary consumable yet. We're waiting till we get a little bit more closer. Maybe. I'm not sure. Don't remember what I did here. This was just a fight, right? We are already across the 200K mark. Again, because of our survivability. I should have been dead a long time ago. If this was the Navarin, I would have been dead 5 minutes ago, right? 5 minutes ago, on to the next game. So here goes the Veneto. He's showing broadside, so we're trying to get some shots into that broadside. I'm like, okay, should I turn out to get that last gun in? I'm like, you know what? The smart thing to do is to give him a even smaller angle. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to just keep chipping away at him. There it is. Now we're hoping that our secondaries finish the job. It's not, so we line them up top, and yes, we send that Veneto straight to the Shadow Realm. That's the 4th kill of the game. We're at 122,000 damage. Now, this is where I could have slowed down, right? Maybe I should have slowed down, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm about to die. Maybe I can take this Helena out with me. Okay, the enemies to the right of us. There's enemies to the left of us. Okay, we are about to go down, but at least we went down swinging. And there it is. Picardie. All of that because of our armor. All of that because we were able to angle the right way, and we were rewarded with that angling. We finished with 232,000 damage in a loss. Okay, we got our 4 kills. We set 7 fires. We managed to hit 2 citadels. We got 6 defended ribbons, and we landed 300 secondary shells, right? We landed 300 of those. We finished top of the leaderboard on the losing side with 2050, right? 2050. Still over the 2,000 mark in that loss. Survivability, guys. Survivability. This is what makes the Picardie that good. It's not the guns, okay? It's not the accuracy. It's the secondaries combined with good armor and survivability, right? Survivability. And yeah, again, this is what I wish the Navarin was going to be. And the Navarin somewhat was like this during the testing phase of it. So with that said, I just hope Wargaming does not nerf this ship the same way they did with the Navarin. Don't make this ship into a giant disappointment for no reason, right? It is good, okay? It's a good ship. And we have to stop calling good battleships broken. Because soon as you say broken, it gets nerfed. And then now we're back to square one. Right? But hey, if you have the ship, let me know what you think. And of course, thanks for watching.
Enemy cruiser sunk.